Sorry doesn't mean a thing if your toddler just parrots it without a clue why. Let's face it, that half-hearted mumble after they've pushed a kid down the slide isn't teaching them squat about kindness or remorse. You've probably been there, cheeks burning as you nudge your little one to mutter the word, hoping it magically fixes the playground drama. But here's the raw truth. Forcing an apology from a child under 4 is like asking a fish to climb a tree. It's not just ineffective, it's missing the whole point. We're chasing genuine understanding, not empty words. And I've got a better way to get there, built from years of watching tiny humans stumble through their big feelings. Let's dig deeper with a question that might sting a bit. Are we pushing our toddlers to feel something they're not wired to grasp yet? Think about your child, maybe 2 or 3, all wild energy and zero filter. Grabbing a toy or shoving a playmate. You want them to get it, to feel sorry, but their world is still a bubble where everyone's supposed to think and feel just like they do. That's not stubbornness, it's biology. Around age 4 or 5, something called theory of mind starts kicking in. That's when they begin to realize other people have their own thoughts and emotions, separate from theirs. Until then, expecting a heartfelt "I'm sorry" is like waiting for them to solve algebra. It's not happening. And here's the kicker. You can't force empathy or compassion, not even in grown-ups, let alone a toddler with a vocabulary of 200 words and a temper that flips faster than a pancake. So, what's the play? We shift gears, stop demanding the word and start guiding them to see the impact of their actions. I've seen this work wonders, even with the most headstrong little ones. Picture this. A mom at the park. Her 3-year-old just yanked a shovel from another kid who's now wailing. Instead of barking, "Say sorry," she kneels down, points gently, and says, "Look, he's crying. He's sad because he doesn't have his shovel anymore." That's step 1. Planting the seed of awareness without shame. It's not about guilt. It's about connection. And trust me, over time, those seeds sprout into something real. Now let's lay this out with the nuts and bolts of why toddlers act the way they do and how we can steer them toward kindness without a script. First, the science bit. Kids under 4 are egocentric, not selfish, just wired to see the world through their own lens. Research backs this up. Studies from child development experts show that before age 4, most children struggle to understand that others might feel differently than they do. A 2018 study from the Journal of Child Psychology even pegged the full emergence of theory of mind at closer to 5 for many kids. So when your toddler bonks a friend on the head with a block and doesn't bat an eye, they're not cold-hearted. They literally might not get that it hurt. Add to that their limited emotional vocabulary. They can barely name their own feelings, let alone someone else's. I've watched this play out countless times. Take a little guy I saw at a playgroup last month. Let's call it a classic toy snatch showdown. He's 2.5, grabs a truck from a quieter kid who bursts into tears. Mom's first instinct, say sorry now. But the boy just stares, confused, then tosses out a robotic sorry while still clutching the truck like it's gold. No remorse, no understanding, just a word to get mom off his back. That's where we miss the mark. Forcing the apology skips the lesson. Instead, let's break it down into what works. Step 1, draw their attention to the other child's reaction. Kneel at their level, point softly, and describe what's happening. See how she's holding her arm? She's sad because it hurts. You're not accusing, you're showing. Step 2, link their action to that feeling. She got pushed and now she's crying. Keep it simple. Toddlers don't need a lecture, just a clear cause and effect. Step 3, the big one, guide them to fix it. Let's help her feel better. Should we get her a tissue or give a gentle pat? This isn't about punishment, it's about action. I've seen parents try this and flinch when it doesn't click right away. But here's the data to ease your mind. A 2020 study from the American Psychological Association found that children as young as 2 can start recognizing basic emotions in others when consistently prompted with clear, calm cues. It's slow, but it builds. And when it sticks, it's gold. Your child starts to notice feelings on their own. I remember a dad who stuck with this for weeks with his 3-year-old daughter. At first, she'd just shrug when another kid got upset. But one day, after a sandbox scuffle, she toddled over unprompted and offered her shovel. No sorry needed. The gesture said it all. That's the foundation of empathy, brick by brick, not word by word. The challenge is patience. Toddlers' emotions are a roller coaster, and their stubborn streaks can test a saint. But every time you model this, every time you step in with a kind word or action when they won't, you're showing them the way. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Here's a twist that might catch you off guard. What if the real barrier isn't just their age, but how we frame the whole sorry game? We often load that word with adult expectations, thinking it's a quick fix, a social band-aid. But for a toddler, it's just noise, unless it's tied to something tangible. Let's flip the script with a story I witnessed at a preschool drop-off. A little boy, barely 3, knocked over a girl's block tower. She sobbed, and his mom jumped in with the usual, "Say sorry." He did, flat as a board, then turned back to his own blocks like nothing happened. The girl's still crying, and nothing's resolved. Now imagine if mom had shifted focus. Look, her tower fell, and she's upset. Let's build it back together. That's a game changer. It's not about the word, but the deed. Suddenly, there's a mission, a way to make things right. I've seen this pivot shift the energy in a room. Another time, at a birthday party, a kid snatched a slice of cake off another's plate. Chaos, tears, the works. Instead of the sorry drill, the parent guided him to share his own piece back, saying, "Let's make sure you both have some yummy cake." Tension melted. Both kids grinned, sticky-fingered and happy. It's not magic, it's practical. But here's the rub. This takes more effort than barking a command. You've got to get down to their level. Read their mood and sometimes swallow your own frustration when they dig in their heels. And yeah, other parents might side-eye you when your kid doesn't spit out the expected apology. I get it. It stings. But studies show the payoff. Research from the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development notes that children guided through active problem solving, like making amends, develop stronger social skills by kindergarten than those drilled with forced apologies. So next time your toddler's in a showdown, ask yourself, am I teaching a word or a way to care? That question alone can redirect the whole moment. Now, let's hit the heart of this. Why making amends is the real deal, and how it transforms not just the moment, but your child's future. Picture a playground, 2 kids, one just shoved the other off a swing. Tears, chaos, the usual. Instead of the sorry script, you crouch down and say, "Look, he's holding his knee. He's sad because he fell. Let's check if he's okay. Maybe get him a bandage." You're not just narrating. You're inviting your child into the solution. When they join in, even if it's just handing over a tissue, they feel the rush of helping. That's huge. A 2019 study from the University of Pittsburgh found that toddlers who engage in pro-social behaviors, like comforting or sharing, even under guidance, show increased empathy markers by age 5. It's not abstract. It's wired into how good it feels to be kind. I've seen this click in real time. It was this little girl, not even 3, who'd bitten a playmate during a tussle over a stuffed bear. Mom didn't demand an apology. She guided her to see the boy's tears, explained he was hurt, and suggested offering the bear as a peace gesture. At first, the girl hesitated, clinging to the toy. But with a gentle nudge, "Let's make him smile again," she handed it over. The boy's face lit up, and so did hers. That's the spark. Kindness feels good, and toddlers crave that feeling once they taste it. But let's not sugarcoat it. This doesn't always land. Sometimes they flat out refuse. I've been there with a kid who, after pushing a friend, just crossed his arms and stomped off when I suggested helping. Big emotions, tiny patience. It's a combo that can fray your nerves. And in public? Oof. The embarrassment when other parents stare like you failed Parenting 101. Here's the lifeline. It's okay if they don't get it today. Consistency is your superpower. Keep pointing out feelings. Keep offering ways to help, even if you have to step in and model it yourself. Say to the hurt child, "I'm sorry you fell. Can I help with anything?" While your toddler watches, they're sponges, soaking up your tone, your actions. Over weeks, months, I've seen the toughest nuts crack. Kids who once shrugged at tears start to notice, to care, unprompted. Another case, a boy who'd always hoard toys at playdates. After months of gentle guiding, pointing out sad faces, suggesting shares, he one day split his crayons with a shy kid, no nudge needed. His grin said it all. He got the joy of giving. That's the long game. It's not about one perfect moment. It's about stacking these lessons until empathy isn't just taught, it's felt. And when that happens, the sorry comes naturally, from the heart, not the script. So dig in. Every awkward, messy try is building a kinder human. You've got the tools. Notice the feeling, connect the action, guide the fix. Stick with it, even when it feels like you're talking to a wall. The wall's listening more than you think. All right, let's lighten this up with a moment that'll probably make you chuckle, or at least nod through the pain. Picture me at a playdate, surrounded by sticky juice boxes and half-chewed crackers, trying to mediate World War toy between two preschoolers. My little charge just turned 3, decides she's the queen of the dollhouse, and yanks it away from another girl mid-play. Instant meltdown, tears louder than the fire truck. I'm sweating. Other parents are glancing over, and I'm thinking, great, I'm the chaos coordinator now. I try the empathy route. Look, she's crying because she misses playing with the house. Let's see if we can help her feel better. Maybe play together? Nope. My kid plants herself like a tiny dictator, arms crossed, giving me a look that says, "Not today, peasant." I'm torn between laughing and hiding under the snack table. Ever been there? That moment when your child's stubbornness could power a small engine, and you're just praying no one's filming this for a viral bad parenting clip. I pushed through, kept my cool, and offered the other girl a different toy while explaining, "We're gonna find something fun for you, okay?" My little tyrant eventually wandered over, curious, and tossed a plastic spoon into the mix, like it was a grand peace offering. Not perfect, but a start. And here's the funny bit. Later, she strutted around proud as punch, like she'd brokered world peace with that spoon. I had to bite my lip not to crack up. These moments, messy and ridiculous as they are, remind you why you keep at it. You're not just refereeing toy wars, you're shaping how they see the world. Every flop, every half-win, it's a story you'll laugh about later, probably over a much-needed coffee, while knowing deep down it's all adding up. Those tiny, absurd victories, like a spoon becoming a truce flag, are the glue that keeps you going when the tantrums hit. And honestly, isn't that parenting in a nutshell? Half disaster, half comedy, all heart. So here's the bottom line. Forcing sorry from your toddler is a dead end. It's a word without weight if they don't feel it. Instead, Guide them to see the tears, link their actions to those feelings, and help them make it right with a hug, a shared toy, or a kind act. That's where real remorse and kindness take root, slow but sure. It's not about instant results. It's about showing up, modeling empathy, and stacking those small wins until they get it on their own. If you found this helpful and want more real talk tips on navigating the toddler trenches, hit that like, subscribe, and stick with me. I've got plenty more to share. Videos like this can vanish sometimes, so don't miss out. And hey, I'd love to hear your stories. What's the wildest, messiest moment you've had trying to teach your little one kindness? Drop it in the comments. Let's laugh and learn together.